You know what? I'm gonna get a little hydration before we get started here. There we go. What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I want to talk to you today about the Streamlight ProTac 1 flashlight. You can see it's been on this jack carbine for a while. You saw the video where I went ahead and built this jack carbine. I've been using it for the last few months, and we're going to talk about it today. So let's talk about exactly what the Streamlight ProTac 1 is. It's Streamlight's attempt to hit the market with the people who aren't going to spend the money on a Scout light, because SureFire Scout lights are between $300 to $500 depending on what configuration you get. This is their attempt to hit that market in the $100 price range for people who aren't going to spend the $300 to $500, but they will spend the $100, because normally around the $100 mark is where weapon lights are for the consumer market, for the home defense market, etc. So this is their attempt to do that. I think they've done a really good job at hitting the market that they wanted to hit. So as you can see here, the mount is identical to a SureFire Scout. It's the exact same two-hole configuration. You can mount these ProTac lights from Streamlight on any SureFire Scout mount that's out there. I have this one on a Arasaka USA made M-LOK mount, but you can use any other one that's out there. They also come with a tape switch, as you can see here, so you can go ahead and use that just like you would a Scout very easily. I put it on the top here. It has double-sided tape. It also comes with zip ties. I've had it on here for a few months now. It does not budge. The tape that's on here is a really good tape. Colder weather, warmer weather, haven't really seen any issues with the tape coming off at all. Like I said, not budging. The one thing that the Streamlight tape switch has, it also has you can click it on and off. I don't use direct on and off normally. Always using the momentary for home defense, etc. But if you are into that, if you use that method, they do have the permanent on and off right here on the back. So let's go ahead, let's turn the lights down low, let's get comfortable and cozy next to each other, and let's talk about and show you how this compares to other defense lights on the market, like the Inforce WML, which is one of my favorites. So let's start out with what I would consider to be one of the better pistol lights on the market. This is the APL by Inforce. You can see it lights up the area rather well. You have some splash or some flood to it, so as you're transitioning over, you can pick up the items that are coming into the hot center. This is about 15 feet away from the wall, and you can see that it lights up the whole wall, has a hot center, and if I put it right on the center of that picture, you can see what it looks like. So now let's move on to something that's comparable. This is another weapon mounted light. It competes directly with the rail mount ProTac 1. This is the Inforce WML. This is the Haley strategic version. It's 200 lumens. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. See, it has a hot center, very comparable, if not identical, to the APL that I just showed you. As you're coming across, you can pick up what's on the sides there with the flood. You have a hot center, and that's what it looks like directly on the picture. Now I'm going to show you the most recent version, an updated version of the Inforce WML. The Haley strategic version has not been updated. This is a brighter light. It's 400 lumens, if memory serves me right. You can see it still has that same flood on the outside, really hot center. You can see at the center on this one's a little bit bigger. We still have that flood going on, but a much larger center. So now let's take a look at the ProTac 1. You can see that it has a much hotter center, a good flood on the sides there, so as you're coming across something, you can see that you can get right on the center, but a very hot center compared to what the Inforce is putting out. But still very good light, 350 lumens, so it's comparable to the new updated Inforce. So let's take a look at these two lights. These are two very comparable in price, very comparable in the amount of people that have them. Let's take a look at the difference between these two lights. This is the WML, the updated version. You can see lots of flood going on, still a nice crisp center. And now you have the Streamlight ProTac 1. Very hot center, very focused in the center. A little bit of flood, not as much though. You can see there's a huge difference between these two lights. That's going to be personal preference. So let's take a closer look at this now. You can see here, it's mounted just like a Scout mount because it has the exact same mount as a Scout. This is Arasaka M-Lock mount right there. You can see I've had some bumps and bruises on it. I purposely kind of banged it into stuff and still working, no problems. So for home defense, I can easily recommend this. You can see the tape switch right here, easy to activate. And then you also have right here, just the non-momentary, the full on and off. You're looking at 4¼ inches long with a 4.3 ounces as far as the weight goes. The distance it's gonna put out there for you is around 200 yards. And it's 350 lumens. Like I said, if you're looking for something that's a very specific, very focused beam of light, this is going to be what you want. If you're looking for something that has a little more flood to it, something like this updated APL, that's not the APL, this is the updated APL, and this is the updated WML. If you're looking for something with a little more flood, this is going to be something you want to go with. But if you want something that's a little more specific with real hot center, this is going to be the one you want to look for. That's personal preference. Everybody likes things for different reasons. I can't tell you which one's better or worse because I have my own personal taste, and I've talked to other people who have their own personal taste that's different than mine that makes sense for them. So let's talk about the programming a little bit. If you hold it down, it's going to turn on. If you push once and push twice really quick, you're going to get a strobe. Click this, you're going to get a full on, full off based on what you click. So it's really easy to operate. It runs on, it's what they call dual fuel. So you can use one AA alkaline or lithium, or you can use CR123 battery. I prefer the CR123 because that's what runs in most everything else. All the N-Force I use CR123, so I just run a CR123 on it. Operating temperature, -40 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, can't talk to it in combat. Obviously, if you're out there in combat and you're out in the desert, it's going to be more than 120 degrees, so I cannot talk to that. As far as the water rating or the waterproofing, with the tape switch installed, you're looking at IPX4 rating. With it not installed with just a regular cap on the back with the push button, you're looking at IPX7 rating. The difference between an APL and this is made of aluminum. It's made of aluminum with impact resistant tempered glass lens. So you're looking at a metal construction, so you're going to have a little bit more weight compared to a WML from Inforce, which is made of a glass reinforced polymer. So it's going to be lighter, but this is always going to be more durable than a polymer, in my opinion. So there's a lot to like about this light, in my opinion. You can, if you like the Scout, but you want to have something for your home, you don't want to spend the price of a Scout, but you want to get a real durable light that you can use for home protection, I definitely think this is for you. So let's take a closer look at this. Get a real nice tight look at this light. You can see the tape switch there, easy operation. You can see the tape that's used, and it holds the tape switch down. You can see the construction, the mount bumping the camera like a professional. You can see the light right there. Overall, a really nice light. So if you guys are looking for a good home protection light and you like a focus beam, I definitely say take a look at this light. They're reasonably priced. They're gonna work because Streamlight makes good shit. And overall, really good light. So if you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. If you guys do have one of these, go ahead and put in the comments down below how it works for you, or better yet, make a video about it. And until next time, later.
All you do is this is meant for running.